the football loss.
When does it go too far?
I mean, how I just can't even imagine what was going through her mind, dude. She's like, all right, you're not. You know, I'll give you for instance. When I was in Little League, I remember one time we were going. It was like Colt League, and we were playing for the Delaware State Championship, and we lost due to back call. And I remember my brother not being so upset after the game. He was actually having a good time, and I was a little more upset than him. And I was a little mad at him for not, caring about it. But I didn't kill him. I don't think.
Is he still around?
Yeah, he's around.
All right, then he's good. Then.
Yeah, but this lady actually shot somebody.
You don't keep up with your siblings too well. You don't know if your brother's alive or not. You didn't realize that your sister was married to Sancho. I know you say she denies it now, but I recall that she was.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
What's that, Sancho?
Yes.
Were you married to a sister or what?
Yes, for 4 years.
Oh, okay. All right, man. I didn't go to the wedding, if you remember. I missed that because I was out and about. But
yes, he used to be very mean to me at the studio.
Yeah, you forget about all that.
Reverend was not nice to me before his so-called sabbatical out in the woods.
Yeah, well,
I think you were doing a little more than talking to animals. You got some kind of mind wipe going on now.
He was probably touching himself.
No. Yeah, a little bit. But
rubbing with pine sap and
no pine sap, dude. No,
okay.
that would be horrible, dude. I don't know where you're going with all that, but no. It's good. It's good to see you though, and I'm glad that you guys were married, and
You don't even remember
I'm even happier
me.
that you got divorced.
I don't know.
Because you're not good enough for my sister, man. I hate to say. Listen, I'm not trying to be rude, dude, but.
All right, I gotta take the mic. He's getting mad. You need to be nice to him. He's our engineer now.
Look, that little 4'1" bastard is a Tasmanian devil when he gets pissed off.
Listen,
We've already seen what kind of damage he can do.
I was trying to forget, and he keeps bringing it up.
You already forgot, obviously.
No, I was trying to.
Trying to forget.
Give me Mike. So in concert. Give me.
I gotta tell it.
All right. Hold on. I got him. Get back in the booth. Just
back in the booth. All right. Moving along.
Okay.
Wow.
Now, one thing. Here's a story that really touches my heart. Okay. As you guys know, I'm a half Jew. I admit it.
God.
My name is Ben Charles, and I'm a half Jew. And
what is that, like a AA meeting or something?
It's for JA, Jews Anonymous.
Okay.
You haven't heard about it?
I didn't know. I
heard of J Date.
We're full of self-deprecating, self-loathing, and all that. Haven't you watched Richard Lewis?
Oh, I know all about. I used to hate that guy, dude. To me, the worst comedy ever, dude. Richard Lewis is. Oh my God, I'm so lame. Why won't girls like me? Oh, I'm so lame, and my penis is small. And that was pretty much.
Hey, I don't know why you had to throw in the penis being
Well,
small.
I'm just assuming anybody that was that grumpy probably
I'm
had
sure
a
he
little
said
bit.
that at one time. Richard Lewis.
I'm sure he did. And Jamie Lee Curtis was all like, in that show, she was all down with him, but then she saw it, and she was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm going to do
She
a
looked
movie.
at it and said, "Aw."
No, she went, she said, oh. And then she said, no, I'm going to go hang and do a movie with Schwarzenegger. Because from what I understand.
You know what? That was a pretty, like when she's hanging from the helicopter and you see right down between the Blue Canyon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I like Jamie Lee.
But you know what? Yeah, this is a touching story because as a Jew, you no longer have to be in fear anymore if you're a child and being picked on for being a Jew because there's a New York rabbi that's now turned karate instructor.
What?
He is out there, and he's teaching children how to handle their business.
Is he the Hebrew Hammer? I've seen a movie about that.
That was Gabe Kaplan, wasn't it? Gabe Kaplan.
No,
not Gabe Kaplan. That was Welcome Back, Kotter.
No, the Hebrew Hammer was
Mr. Carter.
Mr. Carter. No, so he's teaching. Young Jewish kids how to defend themselves. When someone's trying to put their spielkas in a Gnechtegazoink,
wow.
he's try saying that 3 times fast.
Yeah.
They now know how to defend themselves.
Even do such a thing.
That's amazing. But that's not a bad thing. I mean, it's probably like an after synagogue type activity.
It's an after-school program.
Something to keep the kids out of trouble. And trust me, if there's one thing I care much about is keeping the kids out of trouble because I'm no longer a kid now, and ever since I stopped being a kid, I want the kids to stop being bad. When I was a kid, it was okay, but no longer. I'm moving along.
I've got some good news for people out there that are listening if they're from North Dakota.
You do?
I do. There's a new study out.
North Dakota.
There's a new study out, and news for you. Okay, news for all you North Dakotans out there. Apparently, you have the biggest schwanzes. That's a new study that came out, and yeah.
So you're telling me there's already a pipeline in North Dakota? All right? I guess that wasn't limited by the fracking problems.
Yes, they don't. They don't have to dig that deep. It's just running over the top of the soil.
Just lay it right on the soil and let it roll, man.
Lay it down, boys.
So
good for them.
In this study you're talking about,
right?
They're the biggest. Who did we find out? Did you find out who was packing the smallest?
Can I make a guess?
Go ahead.
I'm going to say some like outside the United States, Puerto Rico, Hawaii, maybe. No, well, yeah, Puerto Rican guys. I don't know about them, but I'm sure they get some.
It's actually a good guess, Miguel. It's a good guess because
maybe Hawaii.
Hawaii is actually second to last. Hawaii actually has the second smallest dicks according to the study.
Wow.
I'm going Rhode Island.
Let's go.
I'm just going smallest state. Maybe they're like the fish tank type thing, where if you put a small
Connecticut.
No, the smallest state's Rhode Island, though.
No, it's got to. Wait, hold on. The South. It's got to be the South because they're very well. Yeah.
I think you're going to be surprised by this.
Let's
hear it.
Well, apparently the Deep South doesn't really get that deep. Because it's Mississippi.
Oh, no.
It's the last.
MISSISSIPP.
That's right.
Now, how was this study done? Did they actually break it out, or was this done by, like, condom sales or something like that? What was this? How was this come about?
Now, you know these studies are flawed, Joey.
Okay.
I mean, you know this. You're never going to reveal the lurid details of how they unveiled this, but...
I mean, was it just a guy with a tape measure on a street corner? Because I got to be honest. Dude,
hey, man, I'll wash your windows. Let me check the size of your wang.
I mean, if it's a guy in the street corner, I'm not going to be sporting one for him that good either. You know what I mean?
No.
There better be some hot chick out there with a tape measure.
Yeah, I just want to measure it myself after a hot shower. That's all I'm saying, dude. It's a good time.
Now,
for me.
For those, for our local fans.
I think you'd be a little biased with the size. You add an inch or two.
Of course you do. You can measure it from the base, right?
If you push down hard,
right.
Yeah, it works out.
I'm about 7.5. Dude, that thing fits in the palm of your hand, bro.
And of course, in Florida, God knows we're known for our precision when it comes to voting and the whatnot. But we actually ranked 16th in the study. But
I don't remember anybody coming up to me on the street and asking me. So how was it that this study was done? I'm really curious, man, because I'm thinking if it was done by the sizes of condoms that have been sold or something like that, because that seems like probably the easiest way to do the study. I don't think it's fair to actually get into the South because I don't think they wear condoms, man. Most of them,
And that's what makes you wonder. And that is actually what they did the basis on was by the condom size. That's how they got the study.
Right. What was okay?
I can buy a
Magnum,
even though it'll look like I'm wearing a Publix shopping bag,
Well, I mean, you got to make sure it fits and all that, but.
Well, if it ships, it fits.
I think that's the post office.
That's the slogan.
How's that
post
go?
office.
No.
Well, how's it go?
But apparently in Mississippi they don't deliver.
No. All right. Well, I guess as a female, I would never move to Mississippi.
Now, on a job security note, you got to be careful, okay? Houston, things just aren't going good in the NFL. I mean, obviously, Houston just lost to Jacksonville in what we considered the Anemia Bowl.
Kubiak just got fired.
Kubiak gets fired.
You know what happened? Billy Joel said, "I'll see you later." He was like, "Man, you ought to know by now."
But imagine, it's bad enough if you're a fan. It's bad enough if you're Gary Kubiak and get fired after you have your heart attack. But security guards for Houston now got fired this past week, just the week before, after the Patriots game. And here's why.
Why?
For taking photos with Tom Brady. That's it. Now, imagine you're a security guard. I mean,
were these naked photos?
Talk about a boring-ass job. Not naked photos.
Oh, okay.
And, you got a boring-ass job. You take some photos with this guy who walks through the stadium. Now you get fired for it.
It's a little
unprofessional. It's not like they're getting paid a lot to begin with.
Yeah, but come on. It's a little unprofessional. You're there to do a job. You do it and go home.
Well, you know what's funny, man?
You wouldn't want to take a picture with some guy that happened to be, maybe that was his favorite football player. You wouldn't want to take a picture with somebody if it was this icon to you.
If it cost
I
me,
would.
If it cost me my job, probably not. But I got to be honest. If it was, I wouldn't have went for the photograph. I would have went for the signature. That way, I could at least get some money out of it while I'm unemployed.
Yeah, but if he's a fan of Tom Brady, it's something he probably would have kept at the same time. But
I understand, but I mean, he's still working. I got to be honest. His boss, I'm like, what are you doing, man? You're supposed to be over here guarding these other guys, and you're all hugged up with Tom Brady. I mean,
sometimes they get a bit too strict.
And how does Giselle feel about this? Is she upset? I mean, I would be. It's a little crazy.
Well, you got
she
to
is
throw
the main.
The ball to my husband. Throw the ball. You better catch it. Blee, blee, blee.
She is the main breadwinner. Actually, she
I'm
makes a
crazy.
lot more money than Tom Brady. Believe it or not. Yeah, she's the main breadwinner of that family.
Doing
it's
what?
sickening to really say when you're talking about a multi-millionaire versus a millionaire, but that's exactly what she is.
Wow, I didn't know she was
just
even
for wearing sexy underwears. And I love it.
She's still. I thought she might have been played out by now.
No, I mean she's still
her name
raking
is
in
not
some serious
Sega,
cash.
my friend.
I just haven't. I'm not a big model follower. I guess I don't really know much about.
I'll let you know.
And not unless there's a triple X after the name. But that's a whole other story.
Oh, Jizzle Bunchen.
Now, Joey, I know. I think it was interesting that you brought up the animal communication earlier because I don't know. I think there's some potential here for a future interview. Here in Florida, some local news that we should all be fearful of. A bear on the loose.
I've already set up that interview for next week, my friend.
Oh, with the bear?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, we've already talked about it.
A bear on the loose in Seminole County that mauled this lady in a neighborhood. Now, apparently we got to be worried about wild bear.
I didn't know there was bears in Florida, but
come on.
I didn't know, dude.
Wild things in here.
Yeah, but bears.
Snakes and planes.
Yeah, but a snake would live in the swamp. I guess not. I don't know, man. I was just a little confused by that, but I am willing to sit down with the bear and have a conversation with him.
I called his agent. He's out and about. I don't know if he's been caught yet because I haven't talked to him since 3 days ago, but. When he's
got an agent already.
He's got an agent. He's had an agent.
Smart guy.
He's had an agent.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably one of the only bears.
You know the guy who's looking for the skunk ape?
Yeah.
That's the guy.
That's his agent?
That's his agent.
Well, that's a good move, man.
Now, he left a voicemail. I didn't understand, but of course I passed it to you, and he said he'd like to come in and whatnot.
So maybe he's trying to, it's funny. Maybe this is, I don't know, we'll have to talk to him, but it sounds to me like it might be a little bit of a con job. Maybe this guy has his bear perpetrating a swamp ape. Maybe he's painted him red.
No, it's a skunk ape.
No, the skunk ape. I know. Maybe he's painted.
Swamp ape.
That's the same thing.
Get it right.
Skunk and swamp.
That's actually a pretty good beer.
Where does the skunk ape?
Yeah.
Never had it. But anyway, my point is that we'll have to talk to him, man. I'll let it go.
So you've actually set up this interview with a bear.
Yeah,
we're going to do this again.
He'll be calling during the week, and we'll record it, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Have we not sunk low enough already when we interviewed Cornelius, the monkey from St. Pete, and the winning horse from the Kentucky Derby?
He was a superstar, Cornelius was.
I found I can always sink a little lower. A little bit lower than I am currently.
And you swear to God you really can communicate with animals. Because I'm sorry, last time it seemed like BS. I'm interested to see. I can't wait for this, okay? Because I'm a skeptic.
8 months in the bush, man.
Now that Sylvia Brown is gone, she passed away, 2 weeks ago? The world famous psychic. He's got a psychic connection. I'm feeling it.
No, I understand animals, man. It's very simple. I've slept on a lot of floors.
He's a manimal.
And as far as that goes, they do the same thing. So we're just connected.
All right, well, guys, we're going to jump into another commercial break here. After the commercial break, for you out there listening, Francis, one of the owners of ESB Brewing, is going to join us. We're going to delve into the background of how this brewery that we're airing from came to be. Beer is awesome here, by the way. You got to come check this out. But anyway, we'll be right back after this.
Are you tired of riding public transportation and bumming rides from friends? Let Wang & Wanda School of Driving get you off the bus and behind the wheel. Wang & Wanda will help you get your license with one easy lesson. Our instructors are as good as it gets when it comes to operating a motor vehicle. Wang has years of experience from driving in the most populated areas in the world. And Wanda's defensive driving skills are second to none with her lifelong experience of driving in the hood. Take a listen at these two in action.
Okay, roll your speed. Turn your brake on and take a rest at the right.
Which is it? Left, right?
I said rest at right. Off for the rubber guard. Pull over. Let me drive.
Safety always comes first with Wang & Wanda.
Okay, honey. Just keep me left lane. Let's keep it at 40 now.
Speed limit's like 65.
Don't you sass me, white boy. I got no insurance on this car. I say drive the car 40, you drive the goddamn car 40. Let that son bitch off.
Wang & Wanda will teach you their special techniques, including wide right turns, rolling stops, driving and texting, sudden merging, and getting your lean on. You'll also master disrupting four-way stops, driving slow in the fast lane, not using your blinkers, and a full array of vulgar hand signs. Visit Wang & Wanda's driving school online to get started today. Tough economy got you down? Are your money problems causing you marital issues? Unable to hide money spent at today's gentleman's club? Well, you don't have to be a gentleman to come to Gyrations. Gyrations dancers work on a barter system. We only hire single mothers whose homes are in utter disrepair. So if you're blue collar and you have a viable skill, labor leads to lap dances and maybe more at Gyrations.
My permit is all fouled up, and I need somebody to work my postal diggers.
Do you want VIP treatment without sacrificing your kids' education? Well, don't take your tool belt off. Work yourself a deal at Gyrations.
Models are all over the age of 18 except for identification is not present.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back to the Cranial Mission Show, the bottom of the first hour. And as we teased earlier in the show, guys, we are joined here by our friend Francis from ESB Brewing. You know, this has been a real treat for us as a show that's been going on for 3 years and frankly was broadcasting out of a studio.